Oh, I want baby girl.
Don't baby girl me. How many of your groupies you call baby girl? Is Tisha a baby girl? Is Amanda a baby girl too? And who the hell is Bonquisha? Is that even a name?
Man, I can't
Welcome to Sharane's World, everybody. How is it going? Welcome, everybody. Yes, yes, yes. Welcome. Good night, everybody. You know it's Saturday night. I'm narcissists looking. I probably at them clubs or bars. I'm probably getting ready to get going. Maybe you got to do some street pharmacist activities. But welcome to Sharane's World up out here in these streets right here in Binghamton. Let's go, everybody. How's everybody night going? I hope everybody night is going well and swell if you're located in Binghamton and the surrounding areas. Welcome. Let's welcome everybody on my YouTube channel. Let's welcome everybody on my support group page on Facebook. And let's welcome everybody on my main page. Welcome everybody. Welcome to Sharane's World. Yeah. I hope you guys was tuning into my last video that I did. If you did or if you didn't, make sure you check it out. Hit the like button on that video, comment, do whatever you want to do, whatever you want to do. Or just view it. It don't matter as long as you get the awareness. Yes, everybody, welcome to Sharane's World. We are live right here on YouTube. Come on in, let's go. Welcome, everybody. Welcome to Sharane's World. Come on in. How's everybody doing tonight? Welcome, everybody. How's everybody night going? Just know, if you're going out to them clubs, them bars, and them shindigs, just know that them narcissists, male or female, is going to be lurking. They're going to be lurking in them clubs, them bars for new supply. Right? They may bring their supply to them bars and clubs and shindigs. They may do street pharmacist activities up in them clubs and bars and shindigs. To make sure that you are focused and you ain't hopping in somebody's car that's registered to a whole nother supply. All right, ladies and gentlemen, yeah, make sure y'all stay focused when y'all going to them clubs and bars and them shindigs. And if you see in this video when you wake up on a Sunday, just know, just hope you did not come back home with no domestic violence, narcissistic male or female, right here located in Boone County, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, yes, yes. So make sure y'all turn your notification bells on so y'all can know when I come live. All right, don't forget that. Turn your notification bells on and put it on so you can know when I come live, ladies and gentlemen, because it's real up out here in the streets. Especially all my subscribers, make sure y'all turn your notification bells on and tune on in, ladies and gentlemen. If you are watching on my support group page, make sure you exit out, come on over to YouTube and tune on in, ladies and gentlemen. That's just the whole goal, okay? So listen. If you're in Binghamton and you going to them clubs and bars and shindigs, I already know that's what y'all going to do. It's Saturday. Y'all operate like that. You know, school about to come back in September pretty soon. So some of these narcissists and these domestic violence people is definitely gonna need a place to stay soon. So we're gonna get on a video about that when it comes down to that time. Because they be looking for a place to stay too. And these narcissists and these people could be having their own place. Like my narcissistic ex, where they use DSS and they use all them people to get what they need up out there in them streets. And they got multiple supply. See, ladies and gentlemen, there's not wrong with you getting a little bit of help that you need up out here in these streets. But when you a narcissist and you know how to use them games on other people, then what you expect? You get what I'm saying? Everybody else is gonna supply their issue, not you, including you. You're gonna be supplying it too, but they're gonna figure out how they can get over on everybody up out here in these streets, including the DSS people. Okay, so pay attention. If you go into these people's house and you're single and you're out there mingling and you go into these people's house, please just make sure that you are paying. You're focused. You're very focused because you don't know they be having supplies popping up at the door. Yeah, yeah, yeah. They be having supplies and they go downstairs to them supplies and they would throw you off. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Or they could tell you one thing and they could just be having multiple supplies. Like I told you, like my narcissistic ex, he has multiple supplies, like so many different women. It's not even funny. And they could use men too, like they could use their friends or whoever. You understand? But when you're dealing with a male, and of course, if you have a male that's dealing with a narcissistic female as well, you understand what I'm saying? That's what you're gonna deal with. You have multiple supplies in a cut, and they don't care. See, these narcissists and these domestic violence people don't care. Soon as you catch them in the act of doing anything that they said that they were not doing, trust me, they're not gonna defend you. They're not gonna defend anything that you're saying. They're gonna defend what that particular supply. Alrighty? That is what they're gonna defend. They're not gonna defend nothing else but that particular supply, ladies and gentlemen. So this is why I say, you know, you have to stay focused when you out here in these streets, especially if you're in Binghamton. You know what I mean? Like these narcissists be lurking. Everybody in Binghamton, listen. I keep telling y'all, if you're in Binghamton and you watching this video and you know how they operate, then you know how people operate up out here in the streets. But if you're not from this area, or you don't even got to be born from this area, if you don't live in this area, you're not gonna understand. But if you live in this area, you're definitely gonna understand how these people operate out here. But here's the thing: how people do this bad juju, negative energy out here. They don't learn how to, take whatever information and use it. You know what I'm saying? Everybody likes to mess with everybody man out here. Everybody likes to mess with everybody girl out here. And then everybody talks about each other out here. But they do it on the internet and then they like to fight each other and then they go to jail for each other. And it is what it is up out here. You understand? That's all because everybody's not out here getting no healing. You understand what I'm saying? And Binghamton. And it's keeping it real. Nobody's out here talking about domestic violence up out here in the streets, ladies and gentlemen. Nobody. Everybody's been through it. Yeah, this person on you heard about this person. Yeah, this person beat up this. Everybody's been through it. Everybody talk about it, but nobody's like, making people being held responsible for their actions. Like my narcissistic ex, his family could hold him accountable for his actions. And just like anybody else that's out there in these streets, that person, male or female, can hold them accountable for their actions. When you have multiple people that's saying the same thing and you keep getting locked up for the same thing or keep getting charges on you for the same thing, different victims, that is a major problem, ladies and gentlemen. It is. It's a big problem. It's a big problem. So, welcome to Sharane's World, everybody. If you haven't already, come on over to YouTube, hit the like button, and even when the live video ends, come back up here and hit the like button because when you like it now, it doesn't really show once the live end. But most definitely, because you never know who may need this information, ladies and gentlemen. Like I said, listen to all my other videos that I did. I did some earlier. Go check those out. Get the awareness that you need because it's real. So if you're gonna be up in them clubs and them bars and them shingdings tonight in Binghamton, make sure y'all stay focused and don't be coming home with no narcissist. All right? Do not. It's real. They in them clubs, them bars, them shingdings, them events, whatever they got going on and going wrong up out here in these streets. And also, no matter where you're located, it can happen anywhere. You understand what I'm saying? Like I said, I spread awareness nationwide. It can happen anywhere. Do not deal with anybody that's putting their hands on you. Ladies and gentlemen, men, I know y'all hear me. Do not be out there tolerating no toxic stuff from nobody that's out there. I don't care who they are. You do not have to tolerate that toxic mess. All right, ladies and gentlemen, and make sure, all right, that you get the tools, you get the goals, you get everything that you need so you don't have to deal with a narcissist or a domestic violence situation, whether they're a male or a female. Because I already know, y'all going to them clubs and bars and shingdings, somebody gonna go home with somebody. And 9 times out of 10, the narcissist is gonna figure out how to get new supply. Because if the old supply is not really, pulling that weight in, they gotta find somebody else to boost that back up. So they need new supply. Like I said, the narcissist was up in the clubs and the bars and the shingdings yesterday. All right, and that's for a fact. All right. Now today, the narcissist might be up in the clubs and the bars and the shingdings again. All right. And doing the street pharmacist activity. So y'all stay focused up out here in these streets, ladies and gentlemen. All right. And listen, here's another thing. You know, dealing with a narcissist, you have your ups, you have your downs. Okay, like I tell ya, with my narcissistic ex, there was ups, there was downs, there was good days, there was bad days. I think sometimes the good days may outweigh the bad days, but when you really open your third eye, all of that was a clown shit circus show, ladies and gentlemen. That's all it was. It was love bombing. So even the good days, like you may have had, you're sitting there thinking about, oh my gosh, like we had good days and we did this and we did that together. No, it was all a clown shit circus show. All right, that's what it is. All right, because no real relationship is gonna operate like that up out here in these streets. And if a real man and a real woman wants that relationship, they're gonna do whatever in their power to make sure that they don't continue to do what they're doing wrong. They're gonna correct themselves. All right, they're not gonna keep allowing their partner to keep talking about the same thing. Okay, they're not gonna go out there and get multiple supplies in a cut to soothe their own personal gain and own personal need. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, they're not gonna go find multiple supplies because their partner is doing it, but they feel like they need more. Okay, that's not how a relationship works. Okay, that's where you're gonna find yourself in some big, deep shit. Okay, and I'm just being real. You're gonna find yourself in some trouble. The relationship is not gonna be there no more, ladies and gentlemen, because where is where's the commitment? Where's the communication? Where's the trust? Where's anything? Especially if you're in a relationship with somebody and it's slacking and you're trying to be there for them, and all they're doing is looking for more supply to soothe that need instead of fixing their stuff and wanting to fix the relationship, but they're telling you one thing. So when their actions is not matching their words, what's the point, ladies and gentlemen? Hang it up. You understand what I'm saying? There's no point. And I'm just giving it to y'all the way I'm giving it to y'all. It is no point. So open up your third eye when you're dealing with these narcissists up out here. And remember, they lurking at them clubs, them bars, and them shingdings for new supply for anything. And I tell you like this, they lurk on social media websites, they lurk on dating apps, they lurk on Facebook dating apps, they lurk on every single thing, ladies and gentlemen. And when you go no contact, when you're dealing with a narcissist or somebody domestic violence, all right, they will continue to lurk. When you get loosed out of their clown shit circus show, they will continue to lurk on you no matter what. Like my narcissistic ex said, he would continue to lurk my YouTube channel. He would continue to lurk my Facebook. He would continue to lurk. You understand? Because, at the end of the day, that's what they do. And you don't feed into it. Okay? Don't feed into it, ladies and gentlemen. Because that's what they like. So listen, everybody, what is the goal? You gotta break that cycle, ladies and gentlemen. And if you're watching on my support group page, make sure you come on over to YouTube. Make sure you hit that like button. Whatever it is that you guys want me to come up here and talk about, drop it in the comments. I don't mind coming up here talking about it. Whatever's domestic violence, narcissistic abuse, healing, how to move on, whatever it is you want me to clarify to talk about, maybe my situation or what it is. Check out my other videos that I did because, ladies and gentlemen, you would not be disappointed. So let's go. Welcome to Sharane's World, everybody. Yes, yes, yes. Welcome, everybody. I appreciate you all. I'm just making sure everybody stay alert tonight. And that's all, especially if you're located in Binghamton, because I know there's a lot of narcissists out here. And if you going to them clubs, them bars, and them shingdings, you're most definitely gonna see Mr. Smith up in that bitch. I mean, my bad. You're going to see Mr. Smith up in that place, Because that's how they operate. They look for new supply. They skate on free through the court system with multiple victims. They don't go get help, whether they're male or female. But they don't go get help. You really think you've seen a narcissist go sit down and say, yeah, I'm going to go get this help, and you really seen them go do it and they actively was consistent with it? Nah, you're not going to see that. I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen. And if you're watching right now, come on out the bushes. You don't got to be a bushes watcher. Come on over to YouTube. Maybe you could be watching on your TV, open up your phone, come on over to YouTube, whatever, it don't matter. Listen, that is the goal, is to break the cycle, ladies and gentlemen. You know, the more I come live, the more I want people to come up here, come in the comments, talk. We can have a little conversation or whatever the case may be, ladies and gentlemen. So let's go. If you want that, drop that in the comment section, ladies and gentlemen, yes or no. If you want me to come on a little, longer on live, have a conversation with everybody, it's just more people got to come in. And let's go. We could do that. We can have a little conversation when I come live. Ladies and gentlemen, the whole goal is to get awareness. Yes. If you need someone to talk to, if you're located in Binghamton, you just need someone to talk to in the surrounding areas of Binghamton, okay? And you need someone to talk to, maybe just someone to vent to, someone that you just need to vent out whatever you went through. Sharane World is here. Reach out. You can check me out on my main page. If you got to reach me on my main page, my Tiana McLaughlin page, you can hit me in my inbox. All right, you can definitely find me on my support group page on Facebook. That's Domestic Violence and Narcissistic Relationships I Survive. And drop it in the comment section on YouTube. If you don't know, just drop your Facebook page, okay? Yeah, because it's real out here in these streets. And that's my whole goal as a peer mentor survivor, is giving other people voices, letting people know that it is healing out here. There is a chance. You still have a chance. There's a lot of people that didn't have a chance. But you still have a chance. You still have a chance. And the whole goal is to get everybody out that circus. You know, the clown fit circus show is to get everybody out of that stuck position. That's where a lot of people are stuck at. And I, for me, throughout all the years, now I know where everybody is stuck at. And I'm happy I was able to push myself past that part and to be able to come out here and give you guys this information, whether you take it or not. Okay? But the whole goal is making sure everyone else get that voice, because I know it's not easy. Trust me, I've been down that road. I know what it feels like to be crying all the time. I know what it feels like to be losing what you done gained, your hard-earned, whatever, all the time. I know what it feels like to be walking around losing jobs or to be losing whatever it is behind certain situations, okay? I know what it feels like when you got to go to court, when you got to go through family court, when you got to be sitting in front of police faces, and you got to keep explaining your story, and somebody's not believing you. Sharane World understands all of that. So trust me, if you're running across my videos and you're sitting in a domestic violence shelter, Sharane World understands that too. And trust me, there's a light at the end of that tunnel when you're coming out of them shelters, okay? Just keep your boots on the ground, keep your head held high, and make sure you get all the tools in your pocket, okay? Everybody's gonna come at you with all this information, but make sure you gather all of that and you use those tools, and you'll be strong. Because remember, that person could give you this information, but it gotta be you to be able to be willing to take it, use it how you wanna use it, and move on. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, no matter who you are, male or female, it's help out there. Just gotta ask for it. And just remember, if you're in Binghamton, they lurk in them clubs, them bars, and them shingings, and they lurk on Facebook dating apps, and they lurk on any type of dating app. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, to stay focused out here. They do street pharmacist activities. They got their cars registered to other people, no matter who they are, male or female. It's like that. This is what you're gonna deal with when you're dealing with a domestic violence, narcissistic, male or female up out here in the streets, okay? If that's what you want to deal with, if that's the clown show you want to deal with, if you feel like going 6 feet under, then you might as well just take yourself to the graveyard right now and just bury your grave, because this is how these narcissists are going to have you out here feeling in a domestic violence relationship as well, because it will turn toxic and you could end up unalive 6 feet under, and then what? The narcissist moved on, the narcissist is in prison, like, then what? They still got their life? You don't. Mind you, there's other people out here that don't have their lives. There's family members that are still fighting for their family members' lives in courts and, things like that for their family members. So those DV people don't end up, on the street. It's real out here. Open your third eye. If you see somebody being abusive towards somebody, you don't gotta step into it, but you can definitely have your third eye open and be like, listen, I can't rock with you. You like to be abusive to women, or I can't rock with you. You like to be abusive to men. And I don't want to be associated with that. Be real with your friends. Be real with people because when you start holding this stuff in and just being fake, then what? You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, ladies and gentlemen, let's be real with each other. Welcome to Sharane. So y'all stay focused and Binghamton Israel. Like I said, if you see me, like I tell y'all on my radio, on the radio show, you see me in the street, ain't nothing wrong with saying hi. I'm a peaceful person. And I appreciate everybody else that do stop and say hi or whatever that may notice who I am and things like that. You know, not just from YouTube, but from my radio show. I appreciate all you guys out there because, like I said, I don't discriminate at the end of the day. But if you come to me with any type of mess, Sharane World don't tolerate it. There's a special place for you guys. Yeah. For all you narcissistic and domestic violence women up out there, there's a special place for you guys. And it's called prison, jail. You go to jail first, then you get to the prison place. Because that's where y'all belong. When y'all do this type of things to people. When we can figure out how to get y'all on that registry list, trust and believe y'all gonna be on there. Every last one of y'all that ever been charged with domestic violence, male and female, in New York State and New York City. So, you know what? Welcome to Sharane World, everybody. I appreciate you all. Stay focused on them clubs and them bars and them shinglings. Because I already know you out there dealing with my narcissistic ex, definitely in a domestic violence, narcissistic abusive relationship. So y'all stay focused, stay real, keep your boots on the ground. Don't stay silent. Men, speak up. To all my men that's following, y'all speak up. Don't deal with these toxic people. Remember what I say. Sharane World said, meet y'all on camera. Meet y'all on the camera for your safety and my safety. We on camera. And if they don't like it, then something going on, something going wrong, right? Do not become the victim or do not become, you know, the narcissist behind their bullcrap. Meaning, don't get yourself put into jail behind their back because these people will flip it on you. So you got to make sure you stay 10 steps ahead of them. You know, like the narcissist told me, oh, I'm 10 steps ahead of you. No, don't take my line. Stay 10 steps ahead of these people, ladies and gentlemen. Stay focused out here in Binghamton. My boots is on the ground for all you men and women up out here. All right? So welcome. I appreciate you all, but I am out of here. Y'all stay blessed. And remember, don't go home to no narcissist. And if you see this video in the morning on a Sunday, make sure you're not with one. And if you are actively in these situations, please make sure you reach out to some licensed advocates or you get the tools in your pockets and understand what you got going on and going wrong and exit left stage. The best way, the safest way. Thank you, everybody. Welcome. I appreciate you all. And don't forget to hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Don't forget to subscribe to my Patreon. If you see my Patreon, it's called Sharane's World, just like my YouTube channel. Go subscribe, become a member. You know, it's $5 to join. All right, ladies and gentlemen, if you join my Patreon, that's where you get all my radio shows at and maybe some more juicy, you know, other things out there as well. And also, by you subscribing to my Patreon, that also helps out with the awareness, that helps out with all the activities and the events and things that I want to do for the community and things like that. Also, if you check out any of my flyers that I do have posted, all right, ladies and gentlemen, check all my flyers that I have posted up. Any flyer that you see that come off my page or the radio page or my support group page, listen, check them out. It's real, all right? The whole goal is to help other people, all right? That is my goal. It's not just to come up here and speak and talk. It is also to give back to the communities, to anybody that's suffering with domestic violence and narcissistic abuse, and also to help with awareness, because it's real. And I appreciate you all. Thank you. We're gonna start heading up out of here. I'm out of here, y'all. Y'all enjoy y'all Saturday night. Make sure y'all keep your doors locked, okay? Because it gets real. All right. Thank you, everybody. And welcome to Sharane's World. It's my world. Can't nobody tell me how to do it. It's how I bring my awareness. It's how I speak up for myself. It's how I speak up for others. Because if I don't speak up for myself, then how can I speak up for others? So, ladies and gentlemen, I appreciate you all, and I'm gonna start heading up out of here. Y'all stay safe, and if you need to call 911, then that's what you need to do. All right? It's all about being safe. Okay? Remember, they like to drink, they like to party, and they like to fight, and they love a reaction. So you don't get them now. Later, ladies and gentlemen, y'all stay focused. Thank you.
You got a long way to go. Rock with me now.